Hey, this is Charmaine Ironside with Love Your Way Light, and I'm super excited to share with you a beautiful, beautiful technique to help you joyfully transform your body while eating exactly what you desire. Okay, so I know for some people, especially for people like me who have dieted for 10, 20, 30 years, that might sound too good to be true, and please trust that it's not. And I can tell you that because I dieted since I was 11 years old, and I quit dieting when I was 29, and I yo-yoed between 125 pounds and 200 pounds many times in my life, hundreds of pounds gained and lost. And why I'm so excited to share this with you is that I have found a better way. If you're tired of portion control, if you're tired of diets, if you're tired of counting macros, if you're tired of being in a box of a meal plan or a diet, then this is for you. So the first technique I want to share is all about taking care of yourself in non-food ways. So in the past, 4 or 5 years ago, I would work 16-hour days, and I would grind, and I would work hard. And then on my way home from work, and by the way, I was a personal trainer. I was a fitness trainer, and I was a very overweight fitness trainer. And I would drive home from work, and I would just think about what I was going to eat that night, what I was going to binge on. Okay, so food was literally the only source of joy I had in my life. I took very little joy from what I was doing because I was so tired and so overwhelmed and stressed. Okay, so I would stop for fast food on my way home. I would go to bakeries and pick up cakes. I would drink wine at night, and I would really use food more than just physical fuel. Okay, so I want you to find yourself in that. Are you using food to do something that other than feed your body? Because our bodies need food. Food is great. Food is beautiful. Food is fuel, and it's also meant to be enjoyed. Those are the two criteria that food are meant to fulfill. But if we have zero joy in our lives, zero pleasure, then a lot of us turn to food to fill a void. And it's a void that can never be really properly filled with food. There's a quote by Deepak Chopra that says, something along the lines of a spiritual hunger can never be satisfied with food. It really can't, okay? So what I have found, what has really helped me on my journey, and about 4 years ago, I dropped almost 50 pounds in 8 months, and it was not on a diet. It was through a lot of love for myself and slowing my life down and giving myself pleasure in non-food ways. Okay, so I want you to think about what makes you feel good that's not eating. Massage is a big one for me. Walking in nature. I'm down in San Diego right now. I'm from Canada, but I'm visiting San Diego for a fitness business conference. So I come out here in the morning and I walk. And I breathe and I connect with nature. That fills me up more than any amount of food can. I love to journal, I love to read, I love to take naps, I love to laugh, I love to dance. So those are things that feed me. I love to have baths. And so if I if I make time in my schedule for those things that make me feel filled up from the inside out, then I don't turn to food to try to do something for me that it can never actually do properly. So I just really encourage you today. I want you to ask yourself honestly, with no shame, with no guilt, with no judgment, are you eating for reasons other than physical hunger? And a great way to do that is before you eat, ask yourself, am I hungry enough to eat a cup of raw broccoli? Not that there's anything wrong with broccoli. However, usually when we're eating for pleasure, for emotional reasons, for fulfillment, it's not going to be broccoli we reach for. It's going to be cake, it's going to be chips, it's going to be carby stuff. So just really think about that. And think about also, what are some things in those moments that you could replace food with? So maybe you're just exhausted, and so you want to reach for the bag of chips, but maybe all your body just screaming out for is for you to lay down for 5 minutes. And what would be so wrong about that, right? So I want you to make a list. I want you to make a list of everything that fills your cup, that fills you up without food being food. And this was hard for me at first because I'm a type A. I drive and I work hard, and I never let myself feel real pleasure and do self-care until a few years ago. And now I will never go back to the old way because I'm so much happier. I'm at such a more healthy weight and I don't struggle with food anymore. Food just is. Okay, it's not my number one source of joy and comfort. So make that list for yourself, start to cultivate some awareness, and please, for whatever you do, don't guilt and shame yourself when you eat for reasons other than physical hunger. That will keep you stuck. Actually, if you can give yourself some compassion and some grace and some love as you start to transform, then you will transform and you will keep it. It's not going to be a diet where you get down to this weight you like and then you can't keep it, because if you transform from the inside out, if you give yourself what you desire and what you deserve from the inside, then you will release weight in a sustainable way while eating what you desire, and you will keep it. You will keep it, and the journey will be so joyful, okay? So that's so important. So I hope that was helpful. I want you to make a list of what fulfills you up that's non-food to use. Keep it on your phone, keep it close at hand, and then I want you to start to bring more awareness. Am I hungry enough to eat broccoli? Just gently question yourself. There's no wrong or right answer. If you're like, yeah, no, I'm not hungry enough to eat broccoli, I just want this cheesecake and I'm gonna dang well eat it, that's fine. That's totally fine. That's how it starts. At least that's a bit of awareness. Awareness is the first step to any change. So start to cultivate that awareness. I'm excited to see you for the next technique I'm going to share, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Remember, if you fuel your journey to your best body with love, you will be 1,000 times more successful, and you will have 1,000 times more fun than if you try to fuel it with deprivation, with fear, with shame, with dieting, with making it so hard. And so I'm going to keep sharing more ideas how you can make this journey joyful and how you can get the body you want and keep it. Have a beautiful day.